which means I am excited to officially welcome you to Misfits, a podcast where we talk about navigating the wonderful world of career transitions. I'm your host, Sarah Pugh, and through this podcast, we'll talk with leaders from all walks of life who have made transitions in their careers. And together, we'll share stories to help you navigate these changes with greater ease and clarity. Let's be honest, there is no perfect linear career path. We're all misfits in one way or another, meandering down unexpected paths, taking audacious pivots, or even taking a break from it all until we figure out what it is that we really want to do. Perhaps you are transitioning from academia to corporate America, or you've decided that you want to try your skills in a different industry or an entirely new profession. Or maybe you've decided it's time to leave corporate America and forge your own path. However it is that you found me, I'm so glad that you're here. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and how Misfits really came to be and why I became interested in this topic. I grew up the daughter of a General Motors executive. My dad worked for GM for about 40 years. And during that time, we moved around a lot, like 9 different states before age of 9, a lot. And with every move, I had to find my fit, figure out how to navigate the new neighborhood, the school playground, who I wanted to become friends with, what was cool and what was not, and how I was going to make it. And as a child, this wasn't always easy, but this upbringing helped shape my superpower of being a connector, learning how to build relationships by finding commonalities among individuals. For the past 20 years, I've lived in Northern California and have found my way navigating corporate America, working as a marketing and communications leader in financial services and tech companies, including Uber, Visa, and Wells Fargo. About 10 years ago, I made my first big career transition, leaving a steady career in PR and communications for a role in marketing, even though it was at the same company. Okay, so this may not seem like a drastic change, but it put my mind on overdrive. How do I process this? How do I approach the transition? What does this mean for my career long term? Is this the best decision for my career journey? Do I even have a career journey? Or am I just meandering? I felt lost. So I sought out a coach to help me make sense of it and what this all meant for my career. I look back through years of coaching notebooks, and I kept seeing the same question brought up over and over again. How do I make sense of how this job change fits into my career path? I often felt like the role or what I was doing in that role was a misfit. And yet, here I am today. This circuitous career journey has led me down some wonderful twists and turns, some intentional, others not so much. But when I look back, I can see how they all fit together to create this beautiful career journey, even those misfit roles. And then at the end of 2022, I had to navigate a new chapter in my life, cancer. Going into 2023, I was trying to navigate the physical and mental complexities of my diagnosis while also trying to be a leader, a wife, an employee, and the daughter of 2 aging parents managing their own life transition. So no surprise, a year later, the end of 2023, I was exhausted on all fronts. I knew something had to change. As it turns out, my employer came to the same decision, and for the first time in 20 years, I became unemployed. I spent several months recharging, resting, reading, spending time with my family, and reconnecting friendships I had quite honestly neglected. I had allowed myself the freedom to play, to be creative, to explore new adventures. As a quote from Albert Einstein reads, "Play is the highest form of research." And boy, did I play. It was during this time that Misfits came to life, and it continues to evolve with each conversation and story shared. As I've spoken with friends and colleagues from different industries, geographies, and professions, I've also come to find out that my story isn't all that unique. And that actually helps me feel a little less lost. So when that sassy light comes on, I light up. It means I am excited to talk to my guests, have them share their stories to help all of you navigate your own transitions. I hope you'll tune in and learn from the great stories from great leaders and guests that we have on the show. And please share this podcast with others who might be trying to find their sense of fit. Thanks for listening, and keep it sassy, Misfits.